Jake Elliott is out ready to kick this one away. And we're off and running from Ford Field. Here's Tom Kennedy on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Their own 22-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. Ooh, he made most of that one. Didn't he give him 9 yards on that first down carry?
He's brought down at the
Games they can play with personnel. You talk about this all the time, Brock. Looked like a passing set. Left them some room on the ground.
10, 11, heck, even 20 personnel. Doesn't matter. Offensively, you get to dictate the terms. Kind of like those pitchers and catchers that once in a while will pitch backwards. Keep your opponent off guard.
Well, he throws it quick, but what a pass rush that was. Able to hit him on the release anyway and break that up. 3rd down now after that incompletion. Ooh, boy, that play action nearly backfired right there, Brock. Took a little bit too much time to set it up and some quick thinking at the end there to get that throw away as the hit arrived.
Yeah, that's really well said because you could feel sometimes the quarterback on drop back, the timing.
Yeah.
Play action, sometimes it gets a little hairy. That was pretty savvy of him to find an incompletion.
Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that is good for Detroit 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Goff off the play action. Finds Isaac to Slaw. Complete. They make the tackle at the 38. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
I just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
On 1st down, it's Gibbs. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
When one defender failed, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
At the 38-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Goff to the air now. I know it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up. And we're seeing this more and more these days, mixing some deep looks into that opening script, Brock. Test all levels of the secondary. They held up there.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the last time this defense will be tested. This group likes to push the ball down the field. They answered the call that time.
Throwing this one back of the end zone. And a lucky break there as the pick is dropped. Wow, fortunate for them on a risky throw in the end zone. And instead of the interception, that's just going to bring up 4th down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
That one complete to St. Brown. They haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone.
Gain of 17
One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets them the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Gone. That one connects. And he gets home. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams finishing off a 9-play scoring drive with 6. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? You feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, I certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Hurts. That pass caught by Wicks. And give him about 4. Nothing beyond the catch. And hit got there quickly.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after a 7-yard gain. Derek Barnes in there to make the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Bails out of the pocket quick. Making the call himself. Now he's hit, Hurts fumbles. Oh, the fumble jumps out of bounds. What a break there for the offense. So we're through one. 7-0 is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're looking at 1st down here. Hurts looking to throw. Completed left side to Smith. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. 12 yards on that play and a good call, and that's up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Hurts to throw. He's got Smith again. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock at 2nd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Got 9 of the 10 with that last grab. Need to get the last yard now on 2nd. Handoff headed right. Barkley. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. And that sets up an Eagles 1st down.
Brian Branch on the tackle. A gain of 16 yards. And an Eagle 1st down.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right. And he even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. Some more from Ford Field on its way. Working on second down. Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets home. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dontavion Wicks scoring there to end an 8-play drive.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Extra point by Elliott is up and good. And they're able to answer early here. We are tied at 7.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Kennedy now to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he's brought down. The offense will come onto the field.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. I'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Goff back to throw. And not able to corral this one. That's going to be his second drop of the game. It brings up 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
To the air on 3rd and long. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up 4th down.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. They'll go for it. Goff. Catch made left side by Laporta. And they pay off the gamble on that 4th and 5. They pick up 9 and a fresh set of downs too. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you had better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them. I love seeing those defenders love to chirp and do a little talking throughout a game. There's a perfect chance to back up that talk. What a one-on-one battle to win.
On 2nd down, Goff. Intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
3rd and long for him here. Pass is brought in by Laporta. Brought to the ground as they hit him big on that play, Brock. Looks like they're marking the gain at about 25 yards.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Andrew Makuba makes the play. And the Eagles might be able to get some points late after the interception.
I know he started the play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
He's going to be taken down here, but not before the play gets him 12 big yards and a first down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
Now pitch it to Barkley. He's going to be taken down. Play goes for about 10 yards. And it's going to be a Philadelphia first down. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. All set now. 1st and 10. Running right, it's Barkley. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line. Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break.
A 40-yard attempt.
Elliott connects there. And our first half ends with 3 points. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Bigsby with the return. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. He can get there. And he does. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Eagles.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Send right down the middle and good. And that makes this a 10-point game.
Eagles 17, Lions 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
After watching one kick get taken back, partner, let's see how well they can replicate it as this one's away. Kennedy now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there, and that brings up 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Forced out to his right. Ooh, they got to him as he was trying to make that throw. Defense making an impact coming out of the locker room, Brock. Quickly, made his 3rd down.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Goff setting the throw. Oh, it's there, but he dropped it. A painful moment to break concentration. That forces 4th down.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
4th down, Goff throwing. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it.